Hey guys, I'm bringing you a new show. It's called Fat Ones. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Jamie's Omega Commodore, not your average car.
The Holden Commodore VE is an executive car that was produced by the Australian manufacturer Holden from 2006 to 2013. It has 5 doors, 5 seats, and a large, spacious boot. The perfect family vehicle.
Wait a second, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we need to go back into a beautiful day, early 2020, where we visited Western Suburbs Mechanical to give ourselves a bit of a rundown of what this weapon is all about. We talked with the owner, Jamie, and he gives us the insight into what it takes to build a one-off beast. So here I am with Jamie, the owner of Sorry What.
Howdy.
So basically, just want to ask you a few questions about the car. I want to know about it, man. Like, it's a pretty crazy build. I want to see what's gone into it. You know, see how long you've owned it for. You know, I guess those bits and pieces. So how long you owned the car for, man?
It'd be coming up to close to 2 years now.
Yeah.
I originally bought it. It was blown. I think it had a Harrop 2300 on it. It was built, and the plan all along was to put a turbo on it. So took it in the Western Suburbs, they pulled it apart, just gave it a bit of a check over, and they sort of found a few things that, you know, weren't quite right. So we decided to go full build on it, and obviously put the turbo on it as well. And then, as these things always do, they sort of snowball quite quickly. So next thing you know, you're driving something like that on the street.
So I guess what kind of turbo is on it?
It's got a GDX50 with a 134 rear on it, the Gen 1 style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so how much power is it pushing at the moment?
At the moment, it's making just under 1200, so 1175 on 14 pound.
14 pounds. So are you planning on pushing it a bit further?
Oh yeah, we're barely leaning on it at the moment, so
Yeah,
it's got
right.
plenty left in it, but it's just a matter of obviously being able to put it to the ground at the moment with the rear that's on it.
So what kind of suspension setup do you have?
BMR kit, so we can put a 15-inch tyre on it.
Yeah.
And at the moment it's pretty standard, apart from the gearbox and obviously the full build. So the goal is to put a 4-link in it, hopefully sometime this year.
Yeah. So what's your goal with the car? Are you looking at like a street car, drag car, or?
Essentially, it's always going to be a street car, but it wants to be an 8-second street car and be driven. And I want everyone to know that it is a street-driven car, not just one of these shed kings.
Yeah, awesome, man. And like, we're driving it here. We're in Yatla at the moment, so you can definitely see that you drive it on the street.
Yeah, look, it's not most ideal weather, so it's just a cruise at the moment, but hopefully it clears up and we can throw some berries out and have some fun.
Yeah, that's wicked, man. So what's done to the engine?
LSX 427, the old style block, stroke to 440, pistons, crank rods, ETP 6-bolt heads. Everything, all the parts and all the accessories from the catalogue are all thrown at this one. So
yeah, nice.
Yeah, we haven't left anything aside because we want to make sure it's reliable, but also makes a lot of power.
Yeah, and like, I guess, what's your kind of final idea with the car? Like, what do you kind of envision with it?
Well, I built the car. My goal when I went to Western Suburbs was I want to be able to roll on at 100 k's and blow the tyres off it. And it does that now, so ideally I want to be able to do that at 150 and then have some fun in it, man.
Yeah, just keep going.
It's what I want now, but where do you stop? Where do you draw the line? So.
Yeah, it's like a never-ending thing with cars, right? It just keeps going.
Anyone who knows cars knows there is no end point. Like, you've got to draw the line somewhere, but I'm just going to have some fun in it and keep testing it until either something breaks or I find my limit. But as these things go, you get used to power on it, so you always want to go a little bit more, a little bit more. So.
What kind of fuel system does it have? So?
It's got an Aeromotive 2,000 horsepower fuel pump in the back. I'm not exactly sure on the lines feeding it, but 15 litre surge tank, obviously feeding it right forward, 2200cc injectors. Yeah, just one big sucker fuel pump. So.
Yeah, nice. And do you run pump gas or 98 or
E85? Yeah, Bowser E85.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, United stuff. So we found we've had no problems with that, and I'll keep running that for now. So it's thirsty, so I've got to go visit a servo every time I drive it.
What would you say it gets to a tank?
Depending on how my right foot goes, it could be anywhere from 200 to maybe 300 if I'm gentle. So
that's not too bad for 1200 horsepower.
Nah, I mean it's not always on 1200 though, you know. So
yeah.
I generally have it turned down a lot, but every now and then. Obviously, when the foot goes down, the fuel tank goes down with it. But it's consumable, and it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, worth it, right?
100%. And I'll do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. So.
No, that's awesome, man. Thank you for having a chat with us,
thank you, brother.
I appreciate it. And you know, I guess we'll show some videos of what the car's like, and I guess get the people understanding what it's all about being in Surrey. What?
Hopefully, this weather clears up, and I can show you what it's about.
Yeah, sick. Thanks, Jamie.
Awesome.
Designed from the word go to be one of the most exciting cars in the world. It leaves the competition in the Stone Age. Oh, like never before.
Back when I was younger, I was happy. Nowadays, feel like no one understand me. I'm good at all this, silly, I'm